Gaan goed.
Ja.
Keagan, die groot vraag is seker, hoe beskou jy jou deesdae as jy nou 'n losskakel wat bietjie skramskakel ook kan speel of 'n skramskakel wat 'n bietjie losskakel speel?
Ag ek dink maar 'n bietjie van al twee. Moet sê ek geniet dit nogal baie op 10 deesdae. Die boys back my kry baie backing by die coaches en hulle gee my die kans om te doen wat ek in goed is, wat ek kan my express op 10, so ja, ek geniet dit baie.
Wat is vir jou die grootste aanpassing gewees om losskakel te speel?
Ag kyk, ek het maar so 'n bietjie my matriekjaar losskakel gespeel, so ek dink ja, was eintlik 'n groot aanpassing nie, is maar net om weer gewoon te raak aan die posisie en ja, ek dink dis maar die grootste ding.
Thanks, Keagan.
Okay.
How's it, Keagan? Keagan, it's a massive game, obviously coming up this weekend in Munster, away from home. A lot at stake in terms of the log and that. And potentially it's a big statement for you guys to show that you can consistently perform well away from home against one of the top sides. How are you guys mentally going into that game, and just how nervous are you guys about the challenge, I guess?
Okay, no, I think I wouldn't say we're nervous. Obviously, this past weekend we didn't get the result we wanted, but we have to put that behind us now and only focus on the next job, which is Munster. They have, like you said now, they have been playing very well. But I think our boys will be ready for them this weekend. Started off the week very well. So yeah, I think we'll be ready.
And just in terms of the role of a fly half against a team like Munster, what do you see as the key game management things you have to get right against them?
The biggest thing probably in Ireland is obviously the weather. So game management towards that, playing in the correct areas, and driving the team, not overplaying. Obviously, you know, Ireland is wet most of the time, so if we can play in the correct areas, it will be key.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Hi, Keagan. Hope all is well there on that side. Keagan, does it help going into these next two games against Munster first, and of course the Glasgow Warriors, having been there in Europe for the last couple of weeks already, France, Scotland last week? Does that help with having the bodies slightly fresher and the minds a bit fresher, that you didn't have to travel for these games?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps. As you said, now we've been here for a few weeks. So I think I don't think that the traveling matters that much. It's just when it comes to the business end, like now, everybody needs to be focused mentally, and we have to know the job that's at stake over the weekend. So if everyone is ready for that and concentrates and knows what's needed, we'll be fine.
And what's probably nice about the Bulls squad is that this is a team that's pretty much been there, done that before, especially this time of the competition where it is approaching that business end. So does that help with, just getting everything set into place for these games?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, I think we are one of those teams when it comes to the business end, like any team wants, you want to be playing your best rugby now. And these two games coming up is probably a big test for us, for what is coming in the playoffs.
Thanks, Keagan. All the best.
Cheers.
How's it, Keagan? I hope you guys are well there. How's it, Ron? Keagan, in the past in Super Rugby, the coaches always used to say that week 3 is always the toughest week of a tour, because the guys start getting homesick and they start really thinking about when they're going home and stuff, and the wives on the phones and all that, and the girlfriends. You guys haven't got that at the moment.
No, I wouldn't say so. I think the management has been managing as well. Also keeping the team's morale up after the result of after this past weekend. But no, everyone's quite still fresh. And like I said earlier, it's everyone knows what's needed to do. We knew it was going to be a lengthy tour for us. We've prepared for it, and yeah, it's going well so far.
Just on playing fly off, you've obviously showed that you can kick to goal. You're pretty calm when it comes to that. You might laugh at that, but and as a scrum off, you obviously practice box kicks and things like that. But just you talked about the wet fields. How much have you been practicing sort of the kicks to corner, and where do you think you have to improve still on that in terms of keeping the forwards on the front foot?
Yeah, probably just working on your basics is the main thing. Like you mentioned now, uh, those silly mistakes, kicking to touch, not always finding it. So I think that's one area I can improve in, which is an easy fix. I mean, every rugby player has been kicking since they were little, so yeah, it's just staying calm in that situation, do what you have to, and yeah, just stick to that process.
Thanks, man. Good luck for Saturday.
Yes, thanks.
Hi, Keegan. It's Ashfaq here. Hi, everyone. Keegan, just last week was obviously a difficult first half for you guys. Things didn't go your way. Some mistakes and unforced errors and things like that. And Edinburgh really played a quick game. What would you say you personally and also the team as a whole learned out of that game that you can take into Munster?
Yeah, that like you said now, very difficult first off. Think we didn't execute our plan as well as we wanted to that first off. Obviously playing that first off without the ball was quite frustrating. So at times when we needed to kick, we felt like we had to run because I mean we didn't have any ball. But yeah, probably learning from that is to stay composed. Uh, just do what you have to and what you've been training through the week.
And just for you personally at Fly Off, I mean, just seeing your improvement in your game, your player of the match against Zebre, it seems like whenever you guys really back yourselves on attack with ball in hand, I know sometimes it's not always easy to do that, but when you guys have a go, you actually score tries. I mean, there were some wonderful tries against Bayonne as well, and even in the second half last week, you guys took it to them, and then it came off. Would you say that for you as a Fly Off and playmaker that maybe you guys must just back yourselves a bit more with ball in hand and on attack?
Yeah, it it depends. The thing is, it's a unit thing. Like our backs have been working really hard. Coach Chris has been putting a lot of effort in, and yeah, the backs are just. It feels like everyone is in sync at times during the game. And the microcoms are starting to improve, and it's getting much better than what it was in the past, I think. So yeah, with that, it just makes everything as a playmaker so much easier for you when you have a lot of comms outside. So if you hear something from outside, you back that call, and I think everyone has started to gain that trust to know if someone wants the ball, they are going to do something with it.
Have, just one more. Have you played at Thomond Park at all or been to Limerick or Ireland at all before?
I missed a few, the first two, I think. So I missed those two games.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
Hey Keegan, I hope you're well. Um, Obviously you guys were hoping to win last weekend, but I suppose the positive is that you are now able to focus entirely on one tournament.
Yeah, obviously we we'd we we'd love to have won that game. As Coach Jake always says, you enter competition to win it. But yeah, our focus is completely from the Challenge Cup now, and basically everything is towards the URC. We've come short now the past few years, so it's a tournament that we feel like we really need to win. And like I said earlier, it's the business end of the tournament, so everything has to be clinical, detail, and yeah, just everyone needs to be on the same page in terms of what we need to achieve and our goals.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Keagan.
Thanks, Lunga.